sets a tone. Here we go.
O'Connor, second shot, scored! Great effort there. Tagliaferro's shot, rebound. Oh, what a save. Finally a third rebound and a goal by Bedford. Cam Hadley, he's got room. Cam fires through a screen. Rebound, scored! Cotter turns it over. O'Connor, long pass out of Tagliaferro. Breaking in. Tagliaferro finds it, scores! In overtime! Tagliaferro with the winner. Of St. Anselm's College. I'm Harry Kozlowski, about to bring you the first broadcast of the new year of the Bedford Bulldogs boys hockey team against the very hard to play against Concord Crimson Tide. I'm Harry Kozlowski here. Jason Bergeron will be joining me in just a moment, but we just wanted to share with you quickly an interview that we did with Coach John Garrity yesterday about the state of his team going into this season.
His team is 1-2 in league play so far. Coach, this is our first boys hockey broadcast. What can you tell our viewers who may not have been following the team so far about the 2025 version of the Bulldogs?
Yeah, we're a young hockey team this year, but we have a great first line of returners, and we're a hard-working hockey team so far. You know, we're being led by our four captains, two captains and assistants, Parker Gupta, Parker O'Toole, Tucker Roberto, and Cam Hadley. They're playing great hockey right now for us and helping kind of, carry the tradition of winning with Bedford hockey and hard work and passion and respecting the logo and passing that down to the younger crop of guys that we kind of have blended in this year.
You said you have a very young team, and you really do. 7 freshmen, 5 sophomores on this varsity squad. How are your senior leaders giving direction to your younger players?
Yeah, I mean, it's a mix of leading by example and also vocally. And I think they all kind of, the four of them really bring different aspects of that. I think the number one thing is how hard they work in practice and showing the younger guys that haven't necessarily played varsity high school hockey yet that it's a bit different than travel hockey, and the expectations are higher and the compete level is higher, and they really are able to push practice that way and lead by example that way. And then they're also so vocal on the bench and coaching the guys up, helping me really, and in the locker room as well. They've been great so far with that.
You're 1-2 right now, but both those losses were pretty close, one of them in OT. What do you see from your guys? How are they able to stay close in games, and what's keeping them from getting over the top?
Yeah, I mean, we have a high compete level, and we love to win, and everybody on this team wants to win. But as the returners know, we hate to lose more than anything. And having that mindset is important, and always staying with our game plan and staying together is really important. And I think that's helping a lot with competing in hockey games right now. And we've also had some good secondary scoring this year as well from our second line, and some helpers from the third line as well. So we're getting guys stepping up right now, and that's really helping the first line stay in games. And I'd say what's kind of a hump that we got to get over to change those tough losses is just we're rolling 2 lines for most of the hockey game. We're getting our third line in there as much as possible, but not enough right now. And a lot of that will be practice and getting them up to speed and getting them ready to play at the pace of varsity level hockey. And once we're able to do that, and we can roll 3 lines a little bit more consistently, that will give our second and first line more breath there in the end of games to be able to close out games, because that's really been our issue, is lack of closing out. We had a couple chances against Manchester yesterday and just couldn't come up in the end. But these guys are playing a lot of minutes, these top 2 lines, and that's going to wear on them, and we know that. And so we need to continue to get our young guys up to speed so that we can have some more depth there.
Last question, Coach. Obviously, you set goals for your team every year. The title is obviously the biggest goal. But what kind of benchmarks along the way do you set for your team, and how do they meet them?
Yeah, I mean, with such a young team, it's game by game, really. And each game presents a different challenge, and each team that we play against presents a different challenge. So focusing on, little things in specific games is really the benchmarks that we set. And, the coaching staff does a good job of, scouting and creating a game plan on how we can best play against our opponent. And really, it's just the execution of it. So it's a lot of mental side of it where, the hockey team, the players, they, need to study and check out our game film and game clips and our game plans, strategy sheets and all of that. So really, it's a lot of that, and the mental side of it. Each game is really our benchmark, is understanding, okay, what's our goal here? How do we achieve that goal? Do the little things that will achieve that, and we'll take it game by game. Obviously, as you mentioned, Bedford has a storied history of championships, and, our goal right now is make playoffs and then make noise in the playoffs and see what happens from there. But absolutely, the standard is still the standard here at Bedford High School hockey.
Thank you, Coach, and good luck against Concord on Monday.
Yeah, thank you.
Coach John Garrity of the Bulldogs and Jason Bergeron joining me here on the broadcast. First of all, thanks for coming aboard. Always happy to have you on these broadcasts. You bring a lot of knowledge of this team and this game. This is definitely, it's a tough year, not just for the Bulldogs, but a lot of programs throughout Division I, all the high schools, losing players to travel teams, to club teams, to academies. Some of the great talent that used to pass through the high school ranks are now going into these other programs, and it's really leaving the high schools a little shorthanded.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. And a lot of what Coach Garrity was talking about and the pride behind Bedford and just keeping people engaged in the actual program starts not just right now in their high school years, but it starts earlier on when they're playing youth hockey, connecting Bedford hockey back into the youth programs in the area and making sure that when it's time for those players to get to Bedford, that they're ready to stay committed to the program. But there's certainly a lot of competing factors out there in terms of other programs and other opportunities for these players.
Starting lineups being announced right now: number 9, Parker Gupta; number 14, Finn LaMarche; number 2, leading scorer, Parker O'Toole. He's got 6 goals on the season. Number 10, Connor Bythrow. And number 22, Cam Hadley. Those are your starters for the Bulldogs. We'll give you the Concord starters in just a moment. In goal, I forgot to mention, of course, is Savo Fatorik. And right now we're going to take a quick break to thank our underwriting sponsors that bring you this broadcast.
BCTV and WBNH thank our underwriters. Primary Bank, New Hampshire's bank for business. PrimaryBankNH.com. The Wicks Insurance Group, serving New Hampshire and the Bedford community with auto, home, life, and business insurance since 1984. TheWicksInsuranceGroup.com. Interim Healthcare of Manchester, personalizing care to help meet your unique health needs. InterimHealthcare.com. Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, your local brokerage boutique. Relationships built on trust. MrsNelsonsNeighborhood.com. Great New Hampshire restaurants. Food tastes better with family. Tbones.com or CopperDoor.com.
Starting 6 for the Concord Crimson Tide, number 23. That is Chad Lariviere. Number 18, Rowan Arndt. Number 8, Cameron Roy. Number 12, Finn Graffer. Starting in goal, it's number 30, Lucas Mayer. And rounding up the starting 6, Michael Berry, number 6 for the Tide. They come in 3-0. And they're a strong program. They're actually, Coach Garrity said that's one program that isn't lacking for players. That the Concord program is as strong as ever.
Yeah, it's as strong as ever. You look at their roster coming into this game. There's some scratches and some talent that's even scratched from tonight's game. It all comes down to the community in Concord. They really continue to bring these kids back up through the system, at least for some of the earlier years, maybe freshman and sophomore year, and then some of these players make some decisions depending on how they're doing. But Concord is as strong as ever. I heard some stuff from the Christmas tournament, and they seemed like the team to beat this year is what we're hearing. So this will be a great battle to see.
They did win the Brian Stone tournament over the Christmas holiday. Bedford won 1-2 in that tournament. And here we go. Puck is shot into the neutral zone. Fighting for possession. Concord comes up with it. And Arndt fires it in behind the net. Gupta gets it up the far wall, and they shoot it into the Concord end. I'm not sure if they're going to call an icing. No, they will not. Puck is in the corner. Bythrow goes down against a couple of tied players. Now the puck shoots out to Barry. Kicks it out to Roy. Roy fires it in. Goop is going to chase it back into the Bedford zone and clears into the neutral zone. No icing there. Played by Fennelly. Shoots it out. They got to be careful there. Almost too many men shooting it into a change like that. Now here comes Bedford. Here's O'Toole with a chance. Fires the shot. Kicked away by Mayer. Now Kopp catches up to it at the blue line. Fires it back down low. Meslanka cross ice. Roberto, he tries to get it on net. It's blocked by the Tide, and here they come out. Walsh fires it into the Bedford zone, but they shoot it too early. It's going to be called an icing.
Yeah, one of the keys to this game, Coach Garrity mentioned it in his interview, it's just the compete level, right? You know, kind of you're a younger team, you're a younger program, you know what Concord's done so far, you've seen them in the Brian Stone tournament. It's just going to come out here and compete, and right away on that shift, number 10, Connor Bythrow, on a forecheck, really made his name known in the corner there. Good to see.
Concord wins the faceoff. They fired up the far wall, held in by Roberto at the point. Back behind the net, Meslanka tied up with his man. Now Querchi into the corner, goes down. Meslanka picks up the puck. Querchi with it again, back down low. Meslanka looking for somebody to center it to, gets it all the way to the point to Ritter. His shot is blocked behind the net. Far wall caught there again by Roberto. Now it's intercepted. And a breakout attempt there by Concord, broken up by the Bulldogs. No score, 13-11 to go here in the first period. Querchi fans on a clearing shot, but his teammate comes along and gets it out of the zone, so no trouble there. It's kind of embarrassing when that happens to you, but your teammates are there to pick you up.
It's just part of the game. It's a little faster, right? It's a little bit quicker, and one of the things there, you look at Jaden Ritter at the point, he had a chance to take a quick shot. As a freshman, he's not taking that shot. He's dumping it in and making the safe play. A little bit more experience, he's taking the shot on net.
Face off to the right of Fatorik. Fired into the near corner. Goop that plays it. Wheels around, tries to get away from the Tide players. Now it's coming back the other way. Lead pass for O'Toole broken up. Another attempt to get it up to O'Toole, intercepted in the neutral zone. Puck goes into the Concord bench. We'll get a whistle in the neutral zone.
Right away you see, Coach Garrity mentioned in this pregame interview again that he was rolling two lines, and that's a grind, right? At this level, at this compete level, what we're asking these players to do, it's hard to play two lines, but right away you see Parker O'Toole in that line back on the ice.
Battistelli on the face-off. Tide chip it into the Bedford zone. Here they come down low. Stop on a sharp angle by Fatorik. Clearing attempt, gets out of the zone, now fired right back in. Puck in the slot, picked up by Bedford, cleared into the neutral zone. Patrick Owen now picks it up. Gets it up to Haas, one of the leading scorers for the Tide. That's broken up, but Haas gets the puck right back. Another clearing attempt, now loses it. Prue along the near wall, gets it to Craig. Here's Graffer. Shot from the point and gloved by Fatorik. And if that name Fatorik sounds familiar to you, if you're a Bruins fan, Grandpa Robbie was the coach of the Bruins in the 90s.
Sure was.
And he had quite the career in the NHL with the Quebec Nordique and the New York Rangers. I think he had a stint with the Red Wings for a while as well.
Sure did, and Dad had a great career too, and is now the head coach of the D1 women's program here, right here at St.
That's right, Sam Fatorik is coaching the women here at St. A's. In the Concord zone, shot fired, kicked away there by Mayer. In the corner, Barry, cross ice, up the wall to Roy. He gets forechecked out by Meslanka, whistle. Let's see what the call is here.
Like a piece of the board maybe on the ice or something?
Oh yeah, there's some debris on. There is definitely some debris on the ice here. So out of caution, they blow the whistle, clear the ice.
Hard to tell what it is. It looks like maybe one of the corner pieces, the plastic protectors may have broken. So there's plastic on the ice. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is. It's one of the retainers in the glass in the corner there. So we're going to have some loose glass there. The crew is going to have to come and fix it up probably between periods. Are they actually calling everybody? Yeah, back to the bench?
They're calling everybody to the bench right now. They're going to call out the crew to see if they can I'm gonna have to find the crew here, but
All right, well,
we're gonna have a few minutes here of repair. I do remember a playoff game here at one point. I can't remember I think it was Exeter maybe we were playing, and there was actually a hole in the board.
yeah, I remember that.
And
they stopped the game for quite a while, 30 minutes or so, just to get that hole repaired.
I think the teams both went to the locker rooms and they fixed it, did the ice, and then came back and played a modified second period to finish, and then finished the game on that same sheet of ice. So that was quite the delay, I do recall.
Well, there's no score here with 11:35 to play in the first period. Let's share some of the stats that we picked up over 3 games. We left off the stats for the tournament, but over 3 games, the Bulldogs are 1-2. Their only win coming against the Bow Falcons. It was an overtime win, 7-6, just the other night. They lost a game in overtime to the Manchester Kings at the co-op team between West Central and Memorial. That was kind of a heartbreaker there. And then they hung pretty. They actually had a big lead against Exeter, let that slip away, and lost 5-3 at the season opener. So here they are at 2-1, and as I mentioned before, Parker O'Toole is leading the way on the goal sheet. He's got 6 on the year, plus an assist, 7 points. 2 penalty minutes, and then after that it gets pretty thin. Brendan Kopp is the second leading scorer. He's got 2 goals, no assists. Evan Mislanka, though, he's right there with he's the guy who's feeding the puck to O'Toole on that line, and he's got 1 goal but 4 assists and 5 points in all. The other notable stat here is Cam Hadley. He's leading the way in the penalty box. He's got 10 minutes.
Yeah.
He had 1 game where he had 3.
Yeah,
penalties.
I mean, he plays a very physical game, and he's always involved and engaged. And again, seeing as much ice as that group is seeing as a senior leader, a senior captain on this team, I expect him to get it mix it up a little bit. And in some of these tough games and some of the speed that they're going to be facing, playing every other shift, I mean, it's a lot on a player to get there. So I can see some of that happening and elevating some penalty minutes.
And then Savo Fatorik in net. He's the lone goaltender on this team. Coach Garrity was mentioning to me off mic when we were talking after the interview that they're trying to develop a backup goaltender. They're kind of putting some feelers out, finding out if there's any student who'd want to come out and kind of be an emergency goaltender for this team. But right now they're running with just 1 goalkeeper. He's played all the games. He's faced 73. Let me make that correction. He's made 73 saves, allowing 14 goals. So that's 87 shots that he's faced in those 3 games. Save percentage coming in at .839 and a goal against at .466. Play resumes here in the Concord end. Puck is behind the net. Ribeiro tries to center it. Fighting off a tie player now in front. Hammering the puck there is Cam Hadley. Tried to get it past Mayer, and Mayer was ready for him. Nothing going on there.
Yeah, that was a good, again, maybe those little breaks here for Bedford. It certainly helps Bedford a little bit. When you're going every other line, every other shift, those little breaks can help a little bit more for the Bedford squad than it does the Concord squad.
So Hadley's going to take this face-off. He wins it. Back to the point is LaMarche. His shot, Mayer didn't see where the puck went, but it came out into the neutral zone. Broken out here by Walsh. Fires the long wrist, and now Walsh gets his rebound. It goes off the face mask of Fatorik. Puck bouncing around. Now behind the net. Walsh gets it to his teammate. Now to the point to Shadnet. He shoots it wide. Fennelly in the other point. O'Toole takes the puck away from him and gets it out of the zone. Now here's a chance for Bythrow if he hurries. Bythrow makes contact with the puck, but he can't control it. Shadnet comes up with it for Concord. And the Tide break out of their zone. 10:33 to go, no score here. All the way into the Bedford zone. Shadnet behind the net. Or correction, that's Rondiak. Now shot from the point is blocked into the neutral zone, and number 16, Patrick Owen, paid for that. Puck is fired back into the Concord end. Bedford changing up. Now up the wall, it goes to Haas. Haas leaves it for Craig. Craig down the near wall, loses the puck. Bedford comes away with it. Roberto uses the wall to pass the puck to himself, but then loses it. Now Zlanka gets it back, fires it down low. Owen up the far wall. Craig tries to break it out. Now Haas, 1-on-3, gets checked off the puck. Concord holds it back in. Maslach is able to knock that puck down, but it's still in the Bedford end. All the way behind the net it goes. Ritter tries to get to it first. And now there's a shot on net by Prue. Goes wide. Now to the point. To the near point. Fennelly fires. It's blocked. Rebound. And Fedoruk covers it up there on the second chance try by Concord.
Yeah, Fedoruk made a few big saves right there. Just calm, cool, and collected in the net. Those are some quick shots that they're having, and that Trevor Craig line, when they're out there on the ice for Concord, it certainly seems like Bedford needs to match up properly with on the defensive side of the puck for them to try to sustain any sort of zone time.
Bedford coming up with the face-off. Gupta in the corner. Gets it up the wall, but it's trapped there by Concord. Centering pass in the slot. Fedoruk has to cover it up. He had Roy right at his doorstep.
Again, just kind of calmly making the save, finding the puck, and not overplaying any of these pucks. That's going to be important. There's going to be a lot of pressure here with Concord.
Face off to the left of Fedoruk. They control it. Graffer sends it down low to LaRiviere. LaRiviere goes to the face-off circle, fires a wrister. It's easily blocked by Bedford. They lose control. LaRiviere gets it back. Arndt, he's got it in the face-off circle, down low to LaRiviere. Centering pass in the slot, shot. Fedoruk right there to make the save.
Huge save.
Concord holds it in. LaRiviere now cross-ice pass to Rossetti. And Fedoruk makes the save, no problem there.
That first shot, that first save was just a one-timer on the doorstep, and he was able to kick that thing wide, and it was really good, strong save. Gets the accolades of the bench, the stick tap from the bench. Those guys know that he's playing hard right now, and it's just a matter of getting the puck out of the zone. This Bedford team has to make sure that they get strong out of the zone, make sure they can force Concord to have to regroup.
A hot goalie can be a great equalizer against a superior opponent.
Sure can.
And Bedford right now is being held in there by Fedoruk. Now there's a shot that misses everybody, goes into the Concord end. They're going to call that an icing and bring the face-off back to the Bedford end.
Yeah, this game so far, a lot of the action has been in the Bedford defensive zone. Again, it's just strength on stick. You can see a little bit the size difference. We talk about it being a young team. Keeping the game simple at this type of level is what you want to do, and simple means just chip it out of the zone. Make sure it gets out of the zone, though.
And by young, we say we have 12 underclassmen, 7 freshmen, and 5 sophomores on this roster.
That is young.
Concord controls, shot on net, saved by Fedoruk. Puck is loose in the slot, rebound. Fedoruk right there again. Now along the near wall, a scrum trying to come up with a loose puck, finally squirts out to Kopp, who gets it out of the zone. Shadnet plays it for Concord. Roberto able to fire right back in. Now in the neutral zone, Concord comes up with it, stolen away. That is number 27, Ritter, firing it back into the Concord end. Tide have to regroup. Up the far wall. Morin with the puck. Gets it to Walsh. Walsh just clears it out, and the Tide make a change. Bedford comes up with the puck. Ritter clears it out, tried to hit number 22, Cam Hadley. Got away from him. Concord has the puck. Now they break out of their end. Forecheck in the neutral zone. Bythrow is able to knock him off the puck. Concord's going to try again. Here's Prue over the blue line. Loses the puck momentarily, but then fires it down behind the net. Craig had a chance at it momentarily. Gupta had it. Concord still with it. Far wall, shot from the point. That's blocked. Beauregard with that shot. Now Bedford coming back the other way. Bythrow firing it all the way down. You know, sometimes just enough to get it out of the zone. Give yourself a breather here.
That's all you want to do. You want to release the pressure from the D zone, and then from there, get the puck in deep into the offensive zone, and then go to work on the forecheck. So far, they've really kind of struggled to get the puck out of their own zone, and that's what is leading to all these saves being made by Fedoruk.
Now here's Craig, tries to feed it inside. Puck rolling toward Fedoruk. He's able to cover it up, and Craig runs into Fedoruk. Whistle's blown, no penalty or whistle of any kind for that contact.
Yeah, Craig went in there hard for the rebound. There, Fedoruk did kind of push the rebound out a little bit instead of cover, or maybe he was trying to cover and just wasn't able to get it covered up. Craig went in there hard, and I expect to see that more often.
No score at 6:22 to play here in the first. Shot from the point, kicked away by Fedoruk. Now behind the net, LaRiviere Shot from the blue line is number 12, Graffer. Bedford tries to clear the zone, rolls. Now it finally crosses the blue line. Tide will have to clear the zone. Now Roberto behind his own net. Clears it up the wall. Tried to get it to Kopp. He loses it. Roy fires it back down low. Roy gets it again for Concord. Backhand to the point. Shot by Graffer. Arndt comes up with it in the corner. Tries to center it. Held in along the near wall. A lot of collisions there. And now finally a shot that's going to be an icing on Bedford. Just trying to get it out of the zone there.
Something to be said here in the Bedford defensive zone. The Bedford student section is right in that area too, and every time the puck goes in that area, it seems like a little bit more of a heavy check is coming from the Bedford side of the puck. Looks like they're trying to play it up for the crowd, and the crowd is certainly into it when they do it.
Yeah, and the crowd gives it right back. That emotion and feedback coming back the other way. Off the face-off, controlled by Bedford. Fired up the wall, and it goes over the stick of Morin, and they're going to have to go back to pick it up. The Tide do. Up the ice to Walsh. He fires it into the Bedford zone. Left up by Fatorik. LaMarche gets it to his teammate. Sticks it over the blue line. Tide have to regroup. Now they fire it into the zone. Gupta going into the corner to retrieve the puck. He's got Bythrow along the near wall. Bythrow is checked by Walsh. Gupta gets the puck right back.
That was a big hit there by Cam Hadley in the corner.
Now the puck behind the net. Concord's got it. Up to the point. Shadnet fires it. That's blocked. And Bedford just clears it out. They're happy to do that, and they're not going to call an icing here.
Looks like Bedford's trying to amp up the physical side of play. Again, Coach Garrity likes that physical play, and so far Bedford is really doing that. Again, you want to be careful not to pull yourself out of the game by trying to lay that big hit, just like that happened.
Concord player just pulled down number 14 LaMarche right there for the payback for the hit he gave him.
Yeah.
Now along the near wall, it's Haas. Gets away from a Bedford player, gets it to the point. Owen back to Haas. Haas cross ice to Beauregard. Back to Owen, his shot. That's blocked, and Bedford clears it out. You know, unlike the NHL, you can make a change off an icing here, so there's really no harm in icing the puck over and over again.
Yeah, no penalty for doing that. They get to get a change, and that's okay. Release the pressure. Again, that physical part of the game is something that they're really looks like part of the script for this game. It's just a matter of making sure you stay within yourself, right? Don't overdo it. Don't pull yourself out of position to make that hit, but make sure when you have that opportunity to make sure they feel it.
Concord controls the face-off. Fired all the way behind the net where Haas has it in the corner. He's checked. Craig has to come back for it. Now he's in the corner. Back to the point to Beauregard. Shot blocked. Bouncing around in the slot. Now it bounces out of the Bedford zone. Fired back in, but the Tide have to clear.
It's going to be a delayed penalty here on Bedford.
Cross-check being called. Let's see who's on. Number 5?
I think it's going to be on Tucker Roberto.
Roberto going off.
I believe. Oh, maybe not.
Nope, it is, check that number,
27?
27. So that is Ritter going off for the cross-check. So Bedford is going to have to do its best here, playing shorthanded here with 3:36 to go in the first period, no score.
Could have been a savvy play, too, in front of the net. It was Concord player standing there. He took that cross-check right in the back. I'm not sure it was a super hard cross-check, but it was enough. He felt it, and he went down, and the ref called it. So see if Bedford can get out of this with no goal.
So the Tide on the power play. Down low. Up the wall. Now Shadnet. Here's Rondiak's shot. That's kicked away. Walsh. Back to Shadnet. He fires. That's blocked by a Bedford player. Rondiak along the blue line. Back to Walsh. Rister stopped by Fatorik. He covers up. It with Chad LaRiviere right there on his doorstep. So great stop there by Fatorik. Keeps the game scoreless.
Always been very impressed with Concord's power play. Every time they're on the power play, they play a very structured umbrella power play. Bedford's matching that with the diamond in terms of the penalty kill option that they're using. So they're going to be in the diamond shape to try to keep that puck on the outside and protect shots from going to the net.
Face off and try to get the puck out of the zone there. Concord holds it in. Rondiak down low to LaRiviere. Short side shot stopped by Fatorik. Rondiak. Now Shadnet's shot. That's blocked and easily cleared away by the Bulldogs. 1 minute to go here in the power play for Concord. 2:36 to go in the first period.
So far, so good here on this kill. They're doing a good job just letting the Concord players play outside.
Yeah, really no super dangerous chances so far yet by Concord, but there's still time. Haas crosses the blue line, pulls up, gets the puck to his teammate, cross ice now. Rondiak. Now here's Arndt, his shot. Walsh with the shot. That's blockered away by Fatorik into the netting, and we get a whistle.
So Rowan Arndt playing for Concord, playing the kind of the top of that umbrella. So he's the one that's kind of quarterbacking the entire power play system here for Concord. Everything moves through him. Puck goes to the top. Bedford kind of follows in that diamond format. And again, just keeping that puck outside, letting Fatorik see the shots, and that's key so far to this kill.
Puck behind the Bedford net. 30 seconds to go in the power play. Roberto wins the fight, gets it to his teammate who clears the puck all the way down the ice, and Concord's got to go back. 21 seconds to go here in the power play. Arndt with the puck. Skates out of his zone, carries it over the Bedford blue line, but loses it right there, goes down. No call. Roberto tries to cover it up. 5 seconds left in the penalty. Morin gets it to the point. Fennelly, penalty is over. There's a backhand, another rebound. Great kick save by Fatorik. Blank there, trying to get the number of that player. There's a shot through a screen. Puck is loose in front. Fatorik covers up. He had LaRiviere right on his doorstep. Who was the player that was right in front? Was that number 8, Roy?
I don't know. I just could not believe the secondary save that Fatorik just made. The initial save was good. The second one, he had to push off that left pad, moving to left to right in his crease, and he made a nice kick save. I mean, that is special to watch right now. He is in the zone.
Having himself a great game. I don't know what the count is on the shots. We'll get that for you between periods. Face off to the left. Concord holds it in there. We're at even strength, 1:15 to go here. Puck loose. Now they're chasing it into the near corner. Craig loses the control. Gupta fighting with his man. Gupta comes up with it. Has to round off the attacking Concord player. Very aggressive forecheck here. Now a clearing attempt is stopped there by Concord. Shot is blocked by Craig. Another clearing attempt. Now it gets out of the zone. Potential 2-on-1. Here's O'Toole with by throw. O'Toole fires a shot and scores!
Beauty of a goal.
High shot that beat Meyer over the shoulder. Might have actually bounced off his glove too.
Yeah, it might have. It went right over his glove side shoulder. It was just, again, Bedford playing good, sound, structural defense, and they're just going to be looking the entire game to stay in that structure, find that opportunity to get a chip and go, and then when Parker O'Toole gets the chance to go down that wing, just like that with that type of speed, he's got every chance in the world to score goals like that, and that was a beauty.
So Bedford on top now, 1-0 with 42 seconds to go in the first period. Here comes Concord back, but it's broken up. Great defensive play there again by Bedford. They're really doing a great job at bottling up these tied players, slowing them down in the Bedford end. They're going to try again. Roy gives it to LaRiviere, gets by one man. Backhand shot, score, just like that. Arndt from LaRiviere.
That was just a really nice play. Again, going 2-on-1. He makes a nice pass, and LaRiviere, it was Arndt that finished it off. That was just a really nice play. Fatorik had no chance to make that save, just going again left and right.
No, Arndt was going in all alone, crossing across the crease, and you can only do so much.
You really can. And again, that's just the type of situation. Concord's going to keep coming. They have they have the upperclassmen on this team. They have the experience. It's just going to be a matter of continuing to sustain that defensive zone coverage and not allowing these odd man rushes.
So Concord answers within 26 seconds of Bedford going up 1-0. It's all tied at 1 apiece. With 8 seconds to go, here's another breakout. Final shot here by Concord. It's stopped by Fatorik, and he tries to kick it into the corner to keep the clock going, but the official blew the whistle. So we've got 2 seconds, left in this period. We'll have a face-off to his right.
Yeah, just a defensive zone face-off now. That face-off, the job of that centerman for the Bedford team is to pull that thing into the corner and protect any sort of shot. forward for 18 is going to be shooting right at the net. So got a product. That's a great face-off there by number 5, Matt
Lanka. Yeah, he controlled that, didn't allow Concord to get a shot away, and that's the end of the period. And a pretty good period. You know, it was definitely favored Concord, but Bedford was strong on the defense. They frustrated the Tide, didn't let them do as much as they wanted to. They were able to get up by on a goal on a breakaway, thanks to Parker O'Toole. That's his 7th goal of the season. But then 26 seconds later, Arndt came back on a beautiful feed, got in all alone up the door.
Yeah, just a great period of hockey there. Again, you know, coming into this game what Concord brings to the table. You came out and you played a strong period. You were able to kill a big penalty with late in the period, then score a goal to go up. Gave one back, but that's okay, because I think if you left this period thinking 1-1 game, you're in this game against Concord and your goaltender's playing lights out. So continue to take that momentum into the second period, and we'll see what we can do.
We're going to take a little break here, come back a little later, and hoping to have a special guest with us between periods, but a quick break right now. All tied at 1 apiece after one period of hockey. You're listening and watching BCTV in Bedford 105.1, Bedford Bulldog Hockey.
BCTV and WBNH thank our underwriters. Primary Bank, New Hampshire's bank for business. PrimaryBankNH.com. The Wicks Insurance Group, serving New Hampshire and the Bedford community with auto, home, life, and business insurance since 1984. TheWicksInsuranceGroup.com. Interim Healthcare of Manchester, personalizing care to help meet your unique health needs. InterimHealthcare.com. Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, your local brokerage boutique. Relationships built on trust. MrsNelsonsNeighborhood.com. Great New Hampshire restaurants. Food tastes better with family. Tbones.com or Copperdoor.com.
Scoring recap at 43-second mark. It was O'Toole, Parker O'Toole, scoring unassisted on a 2-on-1. He just took the shot himself, beat Mayer over the shoulder on the glove side, and it was 1-0 Bedford. But 26 seconds later, on a beautiful play, a feed to Arndt that got behind all the Bedford defenders and came in all alone on Savo Fatorik, beat him high, and ties the game up at 1 apiece. So second period here, more of the same. Bedford just playing a strong defense, trying to wait for their opportunities like they did when O'Toole got his chance on the breakaway.
Yeah, I think they just got, again, once Concord's going to gain zone possession, you just got to kind of wait them out, look for that turnover, stay structured, don't overplay anything, and as soon as you get that chip and go break, you'll see if you can get one just like Parker did, and when you're able to bury that, then you're in the game. Savo Fatorik continues to play like this, we're going to have a good next 2 periods.
Face-off Hadley against LaRiviere. Concord controls, going from right to left here, intercepted by O'Toole, firing it into the Concord end. Mayer leaves it there for Grafrere. Up the wall to Arndt, the goal scorer, gets away from him. And LaMarche plays it for Bedford. Cross ice to O'Toole off his stick, but he can catch up to it. Chips it ahead. Goes behind the goal. Cross ice to the far wall, but held in there by Gupta at the blue line. Gupta down low. Tried to center it to LaMarche. Puck is loose. O'Toole, he didn't get much on it, but he got the puck to the net, and Mayer covers it up.
So far, I mean, on that little play right there, Bedford dumped it in. They went a 1-2-2 forecheck, so they're really sending one forward down low below the goal line, and then the second 2 forwards are staying high on the wings, waiting to see what possession of the puck happens. As soon as Bedford got clear possession, then you saw them get into their offensive structure there. So a good forecheck, but it looks like they're going 1-2-2, a little bit more of a safer play against a speedy Concord team.
Bedford wins the faceoff in the zone. Now down goes O'Toole, no call there.
Dangerous play there, landing on his back and maybe his head.
Roberto fires it from the red line at the goal. Stopped by Mayer. Puck high into the air, into the corner, gives Bythrow a chance to catch up to it, but now Concord breaks out. Here's Walsh over the blue line, tries to get around the Bedford player. Puck is bouncing around in the slot. There's a turnaround shot, stopped by Fatorik. Another rebound there. Walsh tried to put it on that, but Fatorik was ready for it. Behind the net, backhand up to the blue line. Fennelly broken up. Here's a chance for Bedford. O'Toole's got a chance if he can hurry here. O'Toole all alone, trying to fight off a check. Still manages to get a shot. Goes through the crease and bounces to the other side. Concord coming back the other way. There's a shot. That's wide of the net into the corner. Maslanka tips it back to his teammate, Roberto. He skates out with it. Concord takes it back. Beauregard. Pass up to the blue line now. That's going to be offsides there as the puck bounces to Querchi, and he played it in the wrong side of the blue line. Whistle, 13:06 to play, all tied at 1 here in the second period.
Yeah, so far, again, so good for this Bedford squad. Again, just a chip and go there by Parker O'Toole. He gets a shot off. Wasn't able to kind of break away like he did the first time, but that's the same structure. Got it towards the net.
That's all you have to do sometimes. Off the face-off, down goes number 20, Craig. But the Tide continue to control the puck into the Bedford zone. A nice little hit there, but able to get away here behind the net. That's Owen. Tries to center it. Broken up. And now Bedford Queersheet tries to get it out of the zone. And this will be called an icing. So, yeah, they're still throwing the lumber around here.
Queersheet got the puck out of the zone, but boy, did Craig hit him hard. And that's what sometimes you have to do, right? Take the hit, absorb that hit, but make sure the puck gets out. And that's a good job by Queersheet to get that puck out.
So the face-off back into the Concord end. Face-off will be to the right, to Fatorik. Gaffrere, he wins it. Got it to Mayo, but he couldn't control it. Clearing attempt held in at the blue line, but O'Toole gets it out, gets it up to Bythrow. He's got O'Toole behind him. Bythrow just fires it into the zone. Hadley catches up to it in the corner. Puck is loose here. Here's Querchi up. We're going to get a whistle here. What is the call?
He's calling interference there on Parker O'Toole. I don't agree with interference. The puck was right there at his feet. That puck came right up along the boards, and O'Toole laid the hit. A big hit, but certainly didn't feel like interference. And unfortunately, O'Toole's going to go to the box, and Bedford's going to have to kill this one off with 12:19 left in the second period.
Well, Concord 0 for 1 on the power play so far. Is hoping we keep it that way here, 0 for 2. Face-off comes back to the right of Fatorik. And the penalty killers out there will be Bythrow, Gupta, Hadley, and number 14, LaMarche. So Concord controls. Shadnet. Cross-ice pass to Walsh. Fires. That's blocked by Hadley. Behind the net. Roy with it. Roy gets it back. Looking, gets it to Walsh on the near wall. Now Shadnet. Riviere had a momentary. There's a quick shot in close by Tyler Morin. Fatorik ready for that, and he gloves it, gets a whistle.
Again, this is well coached. This diamond is really working well against this type of power play unit for Concord. Concord's not really moving off the puck all that much. They're just staying in position and then kind of waiting and rolling out and taking a shot. And those are easy for Fatorik to see and save. So keep this up.
Concord wins that face-off. Shadnet takes a shot that goes wide. Walsh now in the corner. Walsh gets it back. Shadnet at the blue line. Back to Walsh. Shadnet. Rister. Deflection in front of the net goes wide. Into the corner. Cam Roy being guarded by Bythrow. Now Shadnet again at the high blue line. Pass across to LaRiviere. Oh, that's deflected. Goes wide. I don't think Fatorik saw which way that went. Still behind the net. Haas with the puck. Correction, number 15, Morin. LaRiviere being checked. Morin shakes off a check. LaRiviere centering pass to Walsh. It goes off his skate and leaves the zone. Lucky break there for the Bulldogs. 40 seconds left in the power play for Concord.
Oh, nice play.
LaRiviere back into the Bedford zone. Skates through the face-off circle behind the net. Out front to Haas. Shot from the corner by Shadnet, gloved easily by Fatorik.
So you saw that as Concord had all that movement in the zone, our Bedford squad was collapsing, right? One player chased, and then the rest of the squad started collapsing in front of Fatorik. That's what you want to stay away from. You want to really stay spread out, keep Concord outside, don't let them collapse in on you. That's when Fatorik can't see the shots, and that's when bad things happen.
25 seconds left to the power play. At the point, Fennelly drifts into the blue line. His shot stopped by Fatorik. Rebound by number 5. Haas goes wide. 10 seconds to go. Haas. LaRiviere back to Haas. Fennelly in the face-off circle. Cross-ice pass. Oh, what a setup there. Tipped wide there by Haas. And now the penalty is expired. This will be coming icing. And the face-off will come back, but another great kill for Bedford.
A really good kill there. It started to break down a little bit just twice within that setup, but again, that's just because Concord's moving and there's so much pressure. Continue to make sure those players stay outside. The next time hopefully there isn't another time, but next time they're on the penalty kill against this Concord squad, continue to do that. Work them outside. And again, Fatork made all the saves he's supposed to make there, so 1-1 game still.
Puck is loose in the face-off circle. Haas in the corner. Leaves it there for Prue. Prue drifts out, cross ice pass to Barry. Barry's high shot off the glass. Now Prue with it again. Haas down low, being checked there by Bedford. Bythrow tries to clear it away, but it's held in at the blue line. Held in again. Here's a shot. And it's swallowed up there by Fatork from number 17, Prue.
A little bit more chase right now on this Bedford side. The defensive side of the puck, they're chasing a little bit more. They're not staying structured, and that's Concord's allowing Concord to kind of get some more quality shots on net. Again, just kind of preaching the fact that we got to stay in that structured system in the defensive zone. Wait them out, let them make the mistake, and then try to counter with a breakaway or 1-1.
The play has been mostly in the Bedford end so far. 9:37 to go here in the second period, tied at 1 apiece. Cleared into the neutral zone, shot back in. Bedford has it. They got a little bit of time here. Shot right back again. This should not be a icing because it went off number 6, but they're going to call it an icing anyway.
Yeah, it looks like the far referee didn't see any sort of deflection, so the referee that called it from the backside kept his arm up. The front referee did not wave it off. And we'll get another defensive zone faceoff here for Bedford. To the right of Fatork.
Morin will take the face-off against Evan Mizlanka. Concord controls. There's a shot from the blue line, wide. Behind the net. Morin tries to find somebody. Walsh gets away from a check in the corner. Leaves it there for Rondiak. He gets checked in the wall. Bedford tries to break out here. Can't quite do it. LaMarche has to go back for the puck. Gets it to Gupta, his stick. It's going to be held in there by Bedford, or by Concord. Walsh picks it up in the corner, up to the point to Beauregard. Beauregard cross ice to Barry. His shot easily gloved by Fatork, saw it all the way.
Yep. Keeping them outside. That line did what they were supposed to do. Just keep them outside. Again, a lot of zone time here for Concord, but Bedford's doing a good job when they're not chasing. So continue to wait them out. Keep the energy up. Stay structured.
Wholesale changes here for both teams. New lines out there. LaRiviere takes the face off. He wins it. Shot from the point by Shadnet. Another rebound attempt here. 18 takes a shot. Arndt, he's the goal scorer. But now Bedford breaks out the other way. O'Toole crosses, leaves it there for Roberto. Roberto's shot goes into a skate, and Tide come back the other way. Roy leaves it for Arndt. Shot into the corner. Bedford picks up the puck, cross ice to Roberto. Here's a chance, 3-on-2. Cross ice now to Cam Hadley. Cam Hadley on the far wall. Gets driven into the wall and loses the puck to the Tide as they come back the other way. LaRiviere up ice to Roy. And now the Tide fall back to make a change. Up, intercepted here by number 19, Shadnet. His shot is blocked. Haas now in the corner for Concord. Up to the point, Fennelly waits. And that gets off the stick of O'Toole and into the net above the glass.
Dangerous pass there. Roberto went back, retrieved the puck, and there was a change happening for Concord, but one of the Concord players didn't come off the ice. Roberto fired it up, trying to hit Parker O'Toole on a long pass. And unfortunately, that pass got intercepted and created a turnover and a big scoring chance there for Concord.
Trevor Craig on the face-off, but it's won by Mizlanka. Picks it up, trying to race a Tide player down the wall. Gets to it in the corner. Needs a little bit of help here. Here it comes. There's a shot from the point by Finn LaMarche. And that was gloved by Mayer. We get a whistle finally in the Concord end. It seems like everything's been played on the left side of the rink here. Now we finally get a face-off in the Concord end.
Yeah, Maslenka there was really good. He really kind of gave that effort and energy, driving all the way down to the corner, laying a check and forcing a turnover to create that scoring chance for Bedford. Again, that's what they need more consistently.
Tide breakout. Morin over the blue line. Being watched by Gupta. Pulls up. Gets it back to the point. Beauregard shot. Tip attempt there by number 9, Walsh. That goes wide. Morin. Walsh into the corner. Comes out to the far wall. Rondiak goes behind the Bedford goal. Concord being very patient here, trying to find an opening. Meanwhile, Bedford's being very tight on the defense here. Beauregard. Cross ice there to Rondiak. Weak shot kicked away by Fatorik. Bedford finally gets a stick on the puck, but they can't get it out of the zone. Now they finally do. Up, nope, held in there. Concord still keeps it in. Rondiak still with the puck. In the corner, gets it to Walsh. Walsh changes direction, tries a wraparound. Fatorik ready for that, and they just snap it down the ice to get a whistle here. 6:18 to play. It'll be icing on Bedford.
Yeah, you got to be sure that puck gets out of the zone. I mean, it tricked all of us up here. We thought it got out, but Concord held it in, and unfortunately 3 Bedford forwards were out of the zone when that puck was kept in. So just got to be sure. Again, this is all stays back to that kind of first defensive zone is the priority, and that's what they got to keep focusing on here. Certainly spending plenty of time in the D zone.
Face-off won by Concord, but it leaves the zone. Now they come back in. Graffer shoots it behind the Bedford net. Roberto's there to meet him. 2-on-1. Roberto fighting against 2 Tide players, keeping things against the wall. Finally able to come up with the puck, tries to skate out with it. Player hanging all over him, but here's O'Toole. Tries to get around his man, gets taken down, no whistle. Up the far wall, and Reese picks it up for Concord. Too far. Roberto's there to pick it up. Ritter tries to fire it into the zone. Now O'Toole has a chance to get to it in the corner. Barry runs it to him hard. No whistle there. Now Barry takes a hit from number 4, Kopp. Tide now skating out of the end. Mayo with it. 1-on-1, tries to keep the puck. He gets blasted off the puck by Kopp. But the turnover in the Bedford zone. Picked right back up. Nope, they can't control it. Now it's at the point. Concord still with the puck. LaRiviere trying to skate around the defense here. Maslenka, oh, there's a beautiful shot. He turned around and beat Fatorik. Chad LaRiviere at 4:51 makes it 2-1 Concord.
Yeah, I mean, what happened there is Bedford in the offensive zone, they had a little bit of pressure sustained, got a little tired, got on the back check, and then once Concord got in the zone, they kind of got stuck watching Concord skate around them. And number 23 there, Chad LaRiviere Jr., just kind of skated around. Our Bedford players are just looking and watching, and he gets a nice clean look at the top corner there and beats Fatorik to the blocker side to make it 2-1.
So Concord up 2-1 here after applying a lot of pressure in that second period. The dam finally broke. Bedford could not contain them, and the puck is fired in from the red line. Fatorik meets it there. Kopp tries to clear it out. It bounces past the Tide player. Now Fennelly has to chase after it. Here's a chance for Bedford. Puck is along the red line, fired there by Kopp. It goes wide. Now it squirts out into the neutral zone. Potential 2-on-1 here. Shot and a goal right through Fatorik's leg. Number 8, Cam Roy. You know, I think what happened there is that Fatorik was thinking the pass was going over to his line mate there on the 2-on-1. He opened his legs up just a little bit, and Roy was able to find that 5-hole and put it in. Now 3-1 Concord.
Yeah, Cam Roy did a good job there coming down the left wing side, and he looked over. He made it. He sold the pass really well. Fedoruk bid on that sell, and then he was able to go 5-hole to beat him ultimately. But that was a nice play by, again, a senior, Cameron Roy of Concord. And Bedford's got to do a good job here in the next 4 minutes to make sure that this game doesn't get out of control before they head to the locker room.
O'Toole lays the check there, but the puck back into the Bedford end. Now it squirts into the neutral zone, fired back in. Fedoruk leaves it there. Ritter picks it up for Bedford, tries to find an outlet. Ritter gets it right back. 2-on-2 here. Ritter, he's got O'Toole. Cross ice, misses everything, but the puck reaches O'Toole on the near wall. He gets rubbed out along the wall. Puck is loose. Here's a chance for Bedford if they get in front of the net. Knocked back into the corner, and here comes the Tide coming back the other way. Broken up there by Bythrow. Fired into the Concord end. They have to come back and play it. 3:25 to go here in the second period. 3-1 Crimson Tide leads.
You can see right now Bedford looks a little fatigued, and this is a little bit of the running two lines, not able to kind of compete at the level that you need to compete at. Concord can really wear you down because they have a lot of depth on their bench. Right now it looks Bedford's just a step or two behind this Concord skating.
Good break up there by the Bulldogs. The pass up for O'Toole. He might get to it if he has a little burst of speed here. He goes behind the net, tries to get in front, can't do it. But Mizlanka meets it at the blue line. Shot high and out of the zone. Bedford's going to have to clear. Drop back to Gupta. Back into the Concord end. It's clear. Beauregard chases it down. Tries to get it up the wall. But Queerchi gets it to it first. Here's Kopp in the far corner. Sends it across. Queerchi's going to try to block his man so that number 14, Lamarche, can get to the puck. Behind the net once again. It's a race between Beauregard and the Bedford player. Here's a turnover. Puck is knocked out of the hand of, or the stick is knocked out of the hand of a Bedford player. It's going to be a delayed penalty call. A slash, and it could have been a trip there as well. I don't know if they're going to call two penalties here, but
it's rare to see the referee call them both. There was definitely two penalties that happened there. If you didn't get the slash, you were going to get the trip, but you're going to get one of the two, and we're going to finish this period here on a power play opportunity for the Bedford Bulldogs. It's like number 9 in the box. That's Walsh, Nolan Walsh, freshman. He slashed a stick out of Brendan Kopp's hand. Kopp was looking for the call, and as the puck kind of retreated, I think it was another player for Concord tripped the Bedford player that picked up the puck. So it'll be 5-on-4 here, and let's see what Bedford has on this power play.
Yeah, this is the first attempt on the power play for Bedford. It's going to be Handley taking the face-off. O'Toole came up with it, held in at the blue line. O'Toole's got it back. O'Toole tries to drop it back for Bythrow. Not a good idea. Probably should have took the shot there. Instead, Concord picks it up, and it gets up. There's a little mishandle there. A little lazy with the puck. Fedoruk, he didn't see the Concord player, LaRiviere, chasing in tight. But Bedford recovers to get it back into the Concord zone, only to be broken up. 1:42 to go in the period, 1:30 left in the penalty on Concord. Gupta skates it in, leaves it for Hadley. Back to Gupta. He can't get a stick on it. O'Toole meets it in the corner. Now up to the point is Roberto. Roberto's able to keep the puck in. O'Toole down low. O'Toole leaves it there for Roberto. Back to the point for O'Toole. O'Toole wrister, gloved by Mayer. We get the whistle here with 1 minute left in the power play, 1:11 left in the period.
You see the difference there. Concord running the box on the penalty kill. Bedford not as possession driven when it comes to their power play. They're looking to try to get, some sort of shot off, but they're trying to do it quickly. They're not really kind of focusing on making a few passes and any sort of set plays. They're just trying to kind of get one to the net. So Concord doing a good job of being very aggressive against a team that's not really trying to set up right now.
Off the face-off. Concord controls, but checked off the puck. Bedford gets it back. Roberto from the blue line. Through a crowd of people, and Mayer's able to make the save there.
So you would think Tucker in that spot would kind of open up, and if they're going to go umbrella or something like that, then they're going to drive, a puck to the boards and kind of work a sidewall, try to create a triangle opportunity. and instead he just drove it right to the middle and took a shot on net. Again, no shot's a bad shot, so.
Concord picks the puck up and skates it out. Beauregard tries to chase it. Roberto, however, checks him off the puck and gets it back. Still 39 seconds remaining in the Bedford power play. They trail 3-1 here at 49 seconds left in the period. Pass intercepted by LaRiviere. He goes into the Bedford zone, tries to get by one man. Gupta is able to force him high, his shot high and wide. So no harm there, but a dangerous turnover there by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, again, Tucker Roberto trying to stretch a pass side, kind of side to side here across the ice. And just the legs aren't moving right now the way they need to. Again, it's just the pace of the game and the wearing down of this Bedford squad running so few players. And I think that's what's really causing some of these turnovers that we did not see in the first period.
Craig on the face-off. It rolls into the neutral zone. 18 seconds left in the penalty to Concord. And they're just going to take it behind the net and waste the rest of the time. Puck misses the stick of LaMarche. He's going to have to go all the way back to get the puck. Just 4 seconds to go here. He takes a hit. But now Gupta tries to skate it out for Bedford. Gupta. He gets a give and go right back. Puck rolling into the corner, though, where Walsh is there first. Now Shadnet, and that's going to do it for the period. So 2 goals by the Concord Crimson Tide in quick succession gives them the 3-1 lead.
Yeah, just, it was a good first half of the period for Bedford. I thought they came out and continued to compete. And then at the end of that period, it just became all Concord. And again, I think it's a little bit of the kind of the wear and tear on a smaller group, a smaller unit of players that are going out for Bedford every other shift. And that's what's causing some of these unique turnovers and some of the loss of legs in that period. So Bedford will continue to compete here. It's just going to be a matter of how much more can they sustain, going with that small of a unit.
Yeah, it really is hard to just play with 2 lines, especially with as deep a team as the Concord Crimson Tide. Want to remind you of the rest of the broadcast week here on BCTV in Bedford 105.1. Tomorrow we're going to have a great girls basketball contest, a rematch of the Division I final from last year. It's going to be Pinkerton Academy coming to Bedford. That's Lanny Buskey's squad. Always a great contest there. They're undefeated, just as the ladies are. 4-0 versus 4-0. It'll be a great contest. It'll be on BCTV and Bedford 105.1 Tuesday at 7 o'clock. And then at the end of the week on Friday, the boys take the court against another great team, a team they lost to in the Queen City tournament over the holiday. Manchester Memorial, they were the tournament champions. They're going to come into Bedford, 7 o'clock tip-off at Bedford Gym. That'll be on BCTV and Bedford 105.1. And of course, we want to thank our underwriters that make these sports broadcasts possible. They include Primary Bank, New Hampshire's bank for business, primarybanknh.com. The Wicks Insurance Group, serving New Hampshire and the Bedford community with auto, home, life, and business insurance since 1984. TheWicksInsuranceGroup.com. Interim Healthcare of Manchester, personalizing care to meet your unique health needs. InterimHealthcare.com. Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, your local brokerage boutique. Relationships built on trust. MrsNelsonsNeighborhood.com. And great New Hampshire restaurants. Food tastes better with family. Tbones.com or CopperDoor.com. We'll be right back with third period action. The score is 3-1. Concord leads. You're watching and listening to Bedford Hockey on BCTV and Bedford 105.1. And welcome back for third period action. Puck drop as we are underway here in the third period with the Bulldogs trailing 3-1. Puck into the Bedford end, chased down by LaRiviere on the near wall. Gets by one man, fires a shot off a skate into the corner. Roy plays it. He's checked. LaRiviere lays one on Gupta. LaRiviere with the puck. Centers. Drops it to Graffer. His shot off a skate goes to the far wall where Parker O'Toole picks it up, tries to skate out with it. He can't get around the Concord defender Barry. So the Tide takes the puck. Nope, goes off the skate, back behind the net. O'Toole's there. Graffer up the near wall. Here's Gupta's chance to keep things in. Oh, he just taps it. Could have done more to keep the puck in the zone there, but here comes Concord. Drop pass to Arndt. Cross ice pass. That's missed. Graffer tried to get it down low. Roy Morin behind the net wraparound. Saved by Fedoruk. Bedford players falling down, unable to play the puck. Concord gets it back. Morin back to the point. There's a shot kicked away by Fedoruk. Morin with it again. Walsh fires a shot. He skates out, gets a rebound. Puck is finally cleared away by Gupta. Concord still with the puck. Gupta watching him. Back to the point. Here's Shadnet's shot is blockered off and into the netting. We get a whistle now with the puck leaving the ice surface.
Yeah, I was hopeful to see this Bedford team come out with a little bit more energy out of the locker room here, but so far it just looks like those legs are tired and they're struggling to keep up here. So
yeah, it looks like Concord's the one playing with the energy.
They got all the energy, and again, I think it just goes back to the depth of this bench. This is the wearing down of Bedford right now.
Ritter behind the net for Bedford. He loses it. Rondiak comes up with it. Now here's Morin, centering pass and a score. Rondiak to Walsh makes it 4-1. And you know, that's one of those give and goes that Fedoruk doesn't have the time to respond to it.
Yeah, that's just a nice pass from behind the net and right in front of the net. There's just nobody there covering, nobody lifting sticks. Again, that physical play is kind of wearing them down, and they're just they're getting caught watching the puck, right? And they're just kind of watching them skate around them right now. So gonna have to find something to get through this next 13 minutes to try to just equalize it in any way they can.
Walsh with the goal from Rondiak. 13:07 mark of the third period. Now here comes Concord right back. They are not letting up. Crew behind the net. Bedford tries to clear up the wall. Kopp takes a stick to the face. We're going to get a whistle now. It's going to be a high sticking call on Concord.
I think he's calling offsides. I'm not thinking he didn't call the high stick.
Are you kidding me? He didn't see the referee was looking at the guy.
He put his arm up, but it was just coincidental that puck just left the zone barely. He called offsides, and looks like Bedford's asking for the call, but not going to get it.
Can't get a break, can you? Face off in the neutral zone. Picked up there by Haas. Tries to break into the zone, broken up there, but at the point, Owen fires it down low. Roberto gets pushed off the puck by Craig. Haas now has it, gets it to the point. Beauregard's shot, and that's Fedoruk. Oh, he had it momentarily, but it squirted away. Now he's got to get over to protect the other side of the net. Concord, you know, it looks like a power play right now, the way they've been controlling play in the end. Now we're going to get a whistle on Bedford, of course. That they see the slash that knocked the stick out of Craig's hand, or actually number 17. That's Prue.
It's going to be 22. Cam Hadley going to the box. That was a no doubt penalty. He took a two-hander.
Yeah, that was a frustration penalty.
Took the stick right out of the hands of the Concord player, and he's going to go back to the box here. So 12:19 left, 4-1 lead for Concord. Now they go on the power play for the third time tonight, and we'll see if Bedford can continue to at least keep their power play unit off the scoreboard tonight.
They've been pretty good so far. They have not allowed any power play goals. All the goals coming at five aside, although the way the game's been going, it looks like a power play. Concord controls. Face-off circle. Shadnet at the blue line. Gets it back to Walsh.
Great block there by 14 LaMarche.
Now behind the net. Haas to LaRiviere. He fires the shot that goes off the leg and wide. Chased down by Walsh. Back to LaRiviere. LaRiviere, you know, Bedford, they're just taking their time. Bedford's a little tired. They're trying to maintain their box. There's a shot. Rebound. Oh, can't get that stick on it. Fedoruk with the save, but he was a sitting duck there for a moment. Luckily, the Concord player couldn't get in position to knock it into the open net.
Sometimes being on the penalty kill forces you to stay more structured, right? You stay in that setup, their diamond setup. It helps you kind of stay structured, not running around trying to do too much.
Down low, it's Walsh. Puck in the air. Picked up by Haas. Back to Walsh on the far circle. Shadnet shot off the stick of
Slanka.
Slanka right there.
Good stick right there.
Down low. Haas to Walsh. Riviere. The Riviere shot off the stick and into the netting. We'll get a whistle here. 38 seconds left in the Concord power play. 10:54 remaining in regulation. Tide leads 4-1.
Goaltending always important on a penalty kill, but this is, we saw LaMarche eat a puck earlier with a block shot. Then you see Kopp getting a stick in the lane, knocking that puck out of play. You saw Maslanka with another stick on puck. Again, those are important key plays when you're on the kill.
Bedford wins that, but it's held in at the point. Glove hand of Arndt able to pull that puck down. LaRiviere fires a feed across to number 8, Roy. His shot hits the side of the net. Concord still controls. Arndt at the point. Drifts over the blue line. It goes off Maslanka's stick and into the netting. Get another whistle. 18 seconds to go in the power play.
Sticks in lane. Again, I've been really impressed with this penalty kill for Bedford. This is a skill that is not easy and is definitely coached. And this is just a good structured setup that they've really been successful with. I say that with 18 seconds. I don't want the broadcaster jinx.
Yeah, don't jinx them, yeah. Bedford controls the face-off. Roberto loses the puck. He was double teamed there. Concord controls. 10 seconds to go in the power play. Arndt tried to center the pass, but it's stolen away. Here comes Parker Roberto. Takes a weak shot that goes wide. That's going to kill the rest of the Concord power play. They're back to even strength now. Held in momentarily by Bythrow. Now into the neutral zone. And Ritter fires it back into the Concord end. 10 minutes exactly left in regulation. Concord leads 4-1. Cross ice pass to Fennelly. Lead pass across to Rondiak. It goes off his stick. Bedford controls. They ship it out of the zone. Tide regroups. Rondiak to Morin. Loses it to O'Toole. Now taken right back by Rondiak. Fires it in.
I'll tell you, I've been impressed with this Concord. Some of these freshmen, Rondiak especially, some of these freshmen for Concord are really impressive skaters. Again, they're young in their careers here in the high school level, but they are impressive on this ice tonight.
Yeah, they do have a number of freshmen on this team. They just keep reloading this Tide program. Very impressive. And now Graffair knocks the puck down in the corner behind the Bedford net. Now out in front. It goes to the point. Barry to Graffair. Back to Barry. The shot. Fatorik kicking it wide. Mayo to Barry to the point. We're starting to see some of the third and fourth lines here for the Concord Crimson Tide, giving them some ice time here with a 3-goal lead. Now O'Toole picks up the puck in the zone, flips it. This should not be an icing, as Barry's able to catch up to it. Fresh legs out now for Bedford as well. In the neutral zone, fired down the ice by Kopp. He takes the hit. Barry into the corner.
Offside.
And we get a whistle here. What's up?
Offside. It was a delayed offside, and Kopp was not hearing the call, so he didn't retreat. So it's going to be an offside play. Kopp took a pretty big hit there by Reese Craig, freshman, putting that hit on, and looked like Kopp was going. He's talking to the ref right now, like that wasn't a charge, or what's going on?
Yeah, I mean the officials have been pretty stingy with the calls on the Bedford side. A little more generous for Concord. Not saying that some of those Concord calls weren't deserved, but Bedford's had a few plays where they could have easily had a penalty called on Concord. They did.
For sure.
Along the far wall, picked up there by number 20, Trevor Craig. Continues on the far wall in the Bedford zone. Kopp catches up to it, tries to get it up the wall. Roberto carrying it out of the zone. He takes up, he sidesteps a hit there from Prue. Now in the corner, down goes Querchi. Bythrow gets it back to Querchi. Here's a chance, shoots it on net. That's wide. Bedford controlling it still. Along the near wall, there's a scrum. 3 against 2. Concord with the man advantage. No, players are falling down a lot. I don't know if the ice is chipped up or what.
There's been this period especially, I'm not sure why, but tired legs will do that too.
Now Beauregard chases it out of the zone up to Haas. Haas gets checked off the puck. Bedford takes it back. Bythrow gets it out of the zone, but they take it right back. LaRiviere skates in. He gets taken down. Clean check though. Puck rolls to Fedoruk. He covers it up, and we get a whistle. 7:13 to go here in regulation.
Jaden Ritter did a good job there. He was beat to the inside. He kind of got toe dragged and moved there by LaRiviere, but he was able to kind of just stretch out and put enough weight on him to push him down and save a good scoring chance there for Concord. Nice play there by Ritter.
Off the face-off, goes behind the Bedford net. LaMarche unable to get to the puck. O'Toole, there's a centering pass. And number 18, Arndt had a didn't take the shot right away. I think he was trying to wait. He was trying to wait out Fedoruk, but Fedoruk wouldn't bite. Makes a save, and we get a whistle.
Arndt, a big, strong senior in front of the net right there, and Bedford was just having a tough time picking his stick up. He was just he had his stick down, and Bedford kind of watching again. Don't get stuck watching. You got to really make sure you're picking up sticks and clearing them out.
Now Gupta behind the net to LaMarche, but held in there by the Tide. Fired right back in by Fennelly. Now we're going to try on this side. Bythrow backhands it. It will go into the neutral zone. Here's a chase for it. Cam Hadley trying to get to the puck first, fighting with LaRiviere. Or correction, a Shadnet. Gupta at the point. Tries to get it low. Picked up there by Parker O'Toole in the corner. Back up to Gupta, is unable to get a stick on it.
It's just one of those passes that you want to get to the forehand, and unfortunately it was fired up to the backhand of Gupta, and he's not able to make that play to keep the puck in.
Tide still with the puck in the zone. Rondiak takes a shot. That goes wide. Puck rolls all the way into the Tide zone on its own. 6 minutes to go in regulation. Concord leads 4-1. Rondiak gets around his check. Gets it to Walsh. She pushes it into the corner. Roberto escapes the check. Now he's got two players on him. Now finally it's out of the zone. And Pritchie with not enough energy left to chase that puck down. Now here's a turnover. Meslanka tried to do something with it but couldn't do it. Fired back into the Concord end. Bedford's got it clear. Long lead pass into the neutral zone. Turnover. And the puck is going to go right to a Concord player. Here's Walsh. Oh, the puck was rolling on him, and Fedoruk able to poke check him away, but that was a dangerous play in the slot.
Again, Rondiak with a nice move to set up Walsh on that play. Impressive, that freshman, Nolan Walsh and Rondiak. That line centered with, I think it's Tyler Morin playing center. Really strong for Concord.
Here's a centering pass. Rondiak tried to get a shot on, didn't get a lot on it. Fedoruk able to make the save. Finally cleared out by Bedford. 4:53 to go. Greffrere across to Barry. Long pass goes off the stick. Gupta's got to go into the corner to play it. Sends it across to LaMarche. Back to Gupta, trying to get some room to operate here. Concord's been pretty tight on the forecheck here, not giving Bedford a lot of room to operate.
This line new to the Bedford unit here tonight. They're first shift, I believe, for LaCroix. We get Petrie and number 20, Daniels, Connor Daniels out there.
So fourth line finally getting out there for the Tide. Seeing a little ice time here with 4 minutes to go in regulation. Here's a turnover shot there by Greffrere. That goes wide of Fedoruk. And out to the point. Owen fires the shot. Loose in the slot. Puck is still sitting on the side of the net, and the referees blow the whistle finally.
Important for these freshmen to get some experience, right? Get the experience on the ice. This Concord squad is a very, very good squad. So when you're kind of measuring up against, what I believe is one of the best teams in New Hampshire this year, Concord, you're getting some really important experience against a team like this with 4 minutes left in the third period in a game that isn't over yet, but seems a little out of reach based on the amount of time Concord spent in our offensive, or in their offensive.
Yeah, looking at Bedford, they're pretty spent right now. I don't see them mounting much of a comeback. All they can do now is just keep the score at 4-1. Playing just two lines will do that to you. Beauregard fires it into the corner. Bythrow meets up with it. Here's a chip over to Hadley. Here comes Hadley. He's got a 2-on-1 potentially here. Hadley fires out high, just goes over the net and goes out of the zone. Roberto catches up to it.
He had Parker O'Toole driving the net with a good net drive on the far side there, and would have been a good, nice look, kind of a nice one-time pass there for O'Toole to get.
Yeah.
But he took the shot, he saw something that we didn't see maybe, and missed the net. But that was offside. That was just not able to clear quick enough, and like an offsides call there against Bedford. But good rush.
We'll be thanking our underwriters one more time in just a moment. So guys back in the studio, get ready. And Haas is going to go to the ice, and another power play coming up for Concord. Who was that pulled him down? Was it Ritter, 27?
It's like Ritter again, yes, 27.
So Ritter goes to the box for a 2-minute break. Just 3:16 to play here in the contest as Concord gets ready to go on the power play. Let's get ready to thank those sponsors, starting with Primary Bank, Wicks Insurance Group, Interim Healthcare of Manchester, Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, and great New Hampshire restaurants, including the Copper Door and T-Bones. Thank you very much to those underwriters. Concord on the power play in the circle. Centering pass broken up there, and Bedford clears it out. 3 minutes to go in regulation, 1:44 left in the power play. Shadnet gets the puck, passing across to Prue. Prue over the blue line. Leaves it for Arndt. Prue, shot from a sharp angle, goes over the Bedford net. Bedford clears it out. Here's Mazlanka. He almost had a chance of a breakaway here, but the puck got away from him. Now Mazlanka gets it back. This time he just fires into the Concord end. Shadnet goes back for the puck. Drops it off for Prue. Pass up to Craig. Craig coming in the face-off circle, and Vitora kicks it away. Rebound there by Arndt. That goes wide, and just the momentum of that puck takes it all the way back into the Concord end. About 2 minutes to go in regulation, 50 seconds left in the power play. Here's O'Toole picking up the loose puck. Gets by one man. O'Toole scores! Makes it a little more respectable. O'Toole with his second goal of the game. Unassisted, picks up the loose puck on a turnover, gets by one Concord player, and fires it in the same spot over Mayer's shoulder as he did on the first goal.
Yeah, he's got the read on him for sure, and he just got back on the ice after a shift. He jumped on the ice, he's got fresh legs, he was able to read the play, pick it off, make one move to the middle, and then he just beat Mayer right over the that glove side shoulder again.
And that was a shorty.
That was a shorthanded goal, so right now we're +1 on the power, or on the penalty kill today.
So just 40 seconds to go here on the power play. It's fired into the Bedford zone. Just 1:52 remaining in the game. Gupta gets it up the bike throw. Puck in the air. Scrum in the corner. Picked up there by Morin. Centers the shot. And there's a shot by Fenley that gets blocked. And here's Bythrow with a chance. Now one-on-one. Checked off the puck. Here comes Concord on the way back. Morin leaves it for Rondiak. Rondiak waits for some help. Wow. Leaves it there for Fenley. He takes the shot, and that gets blocked into the netting.
Just the poise of Rondiak with that type of play, carrying it in, being able to slow the play up, hitting the trailing player right on the stick with a pass as a freshman. Impressive.
Yeah, I mean, no pressure at all. He's very poised, knew what he had to do, puts on the brakes, waits for his teammates to catch up and sets them up. And it would have been a good shot if it hadn't been blocked. Off the face-off, Concord controls. Roy on the far wall. Gets it down low to Lariviere. Lariviere lost the handle, but picks it back up. Cross ice. There's a shot to Barry. Blocked away by Fatorik. And now Pritchie gets the puck, backhands it out of the zone. We're back to even strength. 1 minute to play. In regulation, 4-2. Bedford trails. Big hit late on there.
There's Kopp with a hit on Roofer.
Just leave him something to remember him by.
Yeah.
A little bit of turnover here in the neutral zone. Bedford's got a 3-on-2. Querchi trying to control the puck, gets it up to Mazlanka. Mazlanka puts on the brakes, tries to center it to Kopp. Couldn't quite get it there. Gupta thought about playing that too, but decided to drop back on defense. Now here's a lead pass to Lariviere. That's too far. Lariviere has it, 30 seconds left in regulation. Down low, Roy. Centering pass broken up there by LaMarche. Querchi gets it out of the zone. 13 seconds to go. Want to thank our crew. Bill Jennings on camera on site. Andrew Fenn back in the studio. And of course, Jason Bergeron, thank you very much for joining us on the broadcast here. That is going to do it.
Here's some shenanigans after the play here.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Little I love you before you go home.
Yeah. Ooh, referee aggressive there on that.
Yeah. Lamar's trying to keep the two separated.
It looks like Maslanka was, Kopp was on the ice, and Maslanka was going at one of the Concord players.
And that's going to do it from here. Don't forget our next hockey broadcast is a week from today, Monday. We'll be right back here at Sullivan Arena with the call. And that game is Nashua North Sauhegan. That'll be the game next week. Don't forget, tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, girls basketball against Pickerton. We'll have the call for you at 7 o'clock on BCTV and Bedford 105.1. Your final score, Concord 4, Bedford 2. So long, everybody. You've been listening to and watching Bedford hockey on BCTV and Bedford 105.1.